What's the deal, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing, man. We got a returning guest on with us today, man. Another special guest, Jahi Tucker. What's the deal, bro?
Hey, how you doing, bro? Pleasure to be here again.
Man, pleasure to have you on, dog. Yeah, man, just getting on to it, man. Great win last time out against Yuri Cedino out in New York, man. How was it kind of fighting in your hometown? We had the pleasure of being there and watching you in person, so that was lit. How was it, man? How was the experience? And would you rate your performance? I know you be hard on yourself sometimes.
You know, it was a blessing, bro. It was a blessing to be able to box at the Barclays. For my hometown. My first time. That was my first time in the Barclays. Like not even just as a fighter, just in general. So that was. I'm grateful for that. My performance, I think it was solid. I definitely think there was some points where there was definitely some improvement to be made. I give it like a C plus. You feel me? C plus, B minus type performance. Where it was good, but there's definitely another level you could go get better at. Word.
No, for sure, for sure.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you, kind of going throughout your career, you kind of known for taking a lot of tough fights earlier in career.
Yeah.
Usually the prospects you get your showcase fights and then you get live bodies, but you kind of
Yeah.
went from showcase fights to like high level contender fights. What was kind of like your mindset on taking a tough fight so early?
Um. Shoot, man. Honestly, I came in the game when I was like 17, so I was very eager to prove myself and very eager to prove that like I belonged. A lot of times I didn't have like the most extensive amateur background, so a lot of times people would someone overlook me and think like like this kid's not really not really a threat. But I really wanted to show them I was a threat early, so I used to just take the fight just off the strength, bro.
no effects. And do you feel like you got to prove yourself a little bit more than the last time out?
Mhm.
Obviously, you a fighter on a big
Yeah,
promotion, so you want to prove yourself anyway. But just
yeah,
based on your resume and just the people that you fighting, is it
yeah.
a point you want to prove to the fans and people out there?
I mean, it was. It used to be, you feel me? But like now, like when I get to actually, the more you get into the business and you kind of see how it works, stuff like that, you realize guys ain't really doing what you're doing, bro. Like, so it's one of those things to where it's like, the only thing I got left to prove to myself and to the fans is that I could become a world champion. So that's really the main thing that I'm looking to prove and to accomplish within this next year.
No, facts. I know you want that title shot at IBF vacant right now, man. Have y'all
Mhm.
had any talks about maybe stepping in the ring for that vacant?
I know that they're gonna have a fight for it over in Dublin. Aaron McKenna versus Otani, or whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're fighting for that belt. And then whoever wins that one, he's the champion, so he has a target on his back from there. Word.
Where out of all the champions, being though that you signed with Tyreek, which champion do you think is the most realistic fight to make?
In a perfect world, the most realistic fight is that Denzel Bentley fight. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm with Top Rank, we're with the Zone. Queensberry, of course, is with the Zone as well. I know the only person who's ahead of me right now, WBO, they got Conor Benn. He's right ahead of me, but he's fighting at 147. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't even think he's really like he should even be ranked at 160. It's because he fought Eubank and whatnot. So I get that, but that's the fight that I think is the most realistic and the fight that I want. That's definitely the fight that I want.
Yeah, I've seen a few people going at Bentley actually. A few of the 160 pounders trying to get that
Yeah,
Bentley belt right now.
yeah, hell yeah. To be honest, though, like all of them, I feel like me personally, I feel like they all gotta wait in line, bro. Like because genuinely, I feel like I was the only guy like fighting guys within the top 10, and as of now, like especially since Janet Beck popped for the PEDs and stuff, I don't think nobody in the middleweight division has been really taking any significant risk to really state their claim as the best fighter in the world. You feel me? And that's what I generally think. So I feel like all those guys they gotta wait their turn. And that's that. If not, I mean, shit, I don't really trip on it no more. It's one of those things where it's like I know if I just be patient and just keep working, it's gonna fall in my lap.
Right.
Word.
Where going back to you taking tough fights, has your team ever had to kind of pull you back, kind of tell you like, come on, we done took two, three tough fights in a row. Let's get this guy instead of going to a
Yeah.
fourth, fifth straight tough fight.
Yeah, actually, that Nelly Hernandez fight that was about to happen earlier this year, like, despite everything, I still was gonna accept the fight. Despite them switching up the terms last minute, I still was down to accept the fight because of the opportunity. But my pops, man, he just straight told me like, yo, bro, like, honestly, I don't think this is the smartest way to go about this because it's just no wins in it for you. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're gonna put yourself in a predicament to where you're gonna have to fight judges, refs, promotions, and the fighter just to get your due diligence. And it's not going to even be for the belt. It's just going to be for the number one contender spot.
Right. Right.
Or
And I just going off that because I wanted to revisit that a little bit, the Hernandez, and because I was kind of like, I was going to ask like why I kind of fell through. You kind of just hinted on it right there,
Mhm.
but I was going to ask you too, or just kind of put in the air like we saw you kind of speaking on the money portion of it too, and I
Yeah,
actually didn't think you was tripping on the cash. Now you know what I
yeah.
mean.
Hmm.
As far as like what
Thank
you was
you.
asking for,
No,
but can you
thank
tell
you,
us
bro.
yeah, tell us a little bit about that. Was the promotion kind of tripping? They ain't really didn't want to pay up for it.
Nah, at first they came to me, they told me belt and bread. And then they came after that. At first I accepted it. I got all the emails, all the receipts, bro. Oh, they like said bro and bed, belt and bread. And then when it's time to actually sign the work, they gonna tell me no belt, just bread. So then I'm like, okay, like yo, let's put the money up a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's put some more money in it. They're like, nah, this is our budget. Like we can't even go up. Feel me? So I was just like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I felt offended because it's business, but that's what I don't think y'all value me what I'm supposed to be valued. Word.
Right, right.
And that's a tough fight too. So it's like that's
Yeah,
tough.
like nobody's fighting those guys. And the thing is, bro, I was down to do it too. Like, I swear, bro. I swear I was down to do it. I accepted it.
Nah,
I
I
accepted the
believe, I
offer.
believe you, man. Off your
Oh
Yeah.
no.
resume,
At this
we
point,
believe you, man.
we had never think you turning down shit at this point.
Yeah,
At
like
this point in your career, if anybody pop out at 60, we'd be like every time a tough fight come up, we like, bro,
yeah,
Jai probably fight that nigga, bro. I'm not
like
gonna lie,
I
Jai
and
every
I ain't even
time,
gonna
Nah,
like
lie.
yeah.
Sometimes I just be like, sometimes you take fights where I just be like why, like I don't know how his team moving them, like why they moving him so, like how he get, but like it helped though. One the benefit of that I feel like is when you reach the top level, even your
Yeah.
last fight kinda, when you reach
Yeah.
the top level, it's gonna help that you
Yeah.
wasn't in the ring with so many people that just let you do
Mm.
anything
Push
with them.
over. Yeah.
So it's like
Hell yeah.
that's gonna come to play in at the elite level
In
for
that
you.
future. Hell yeah, for sure. Like, and I think I low key, and I think that was the difference for the last fight for sure because Yuri was a tough guy, strong guy, a decorated amateur, Olympian, all that. But the difference is that he honestly never been put to the test as a pro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he hadn't really been in a dog fight or hadn't had nobody really push him. So I was like that was comfortable grounds for me. Like I've been there before in my brain. So I wasn't really tripping too tough. It's like, okay, how we gonna win today? You
No.
know?
Yeah, and I always wanted to ask you going back to that
Mhm.
one fight. I think you fought the Russian guy when he hurt you
Yeah,
in the first round.
yeah,
I told my coach like he turned your controller off for like 5 seconds,
yeah, yeah,
but it's like you kind of like psyched out. Like I don't know, it's like
yeah,
you kind of went somewhere else after that though.
yeah,
And
hell
like
yeah.
that was the fight that like I was already a fan of you, but that was the fight that like stamped it where I was like, yeah,
Ah,
he got a long future in this boxing game. Because like I said, you just went somewhere else. I remember your dad was
nah,
telling you
appreciate
like to
you, bro.
box him. And you just
Yeah,
was like, I'm getting that back every time for what he did to me
nah.
the first round. So it's just like,
Nah, hell yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Like, and even fights like that, there's been several times where, the fights like that, bro, like, you look at it like your career is literally on the line. You feel me? If I had got knocked out, if I got stopped, if I lost that fight, bro, me and you, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now. We probably be having a whole different conversation. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, when everything you work for is on the line, bro. You gotta take it there, bro. You feel me? You gotta turn up. You gotta be able to find a different level to get the results you're looking for. You get what I'm trying to say? And that goes for anything.
No, that's real shit.
Oh yeah.
And man, you've been on a streak since 2023, man. You've been rolling,
Yeah.
dog. You had the loss, of course. You had that one loss, and you had the draw right after that.
Yeah. Hell
But
yeah.
after that, you just been on the road, man. Did you kind of change up anything mentally, make any mental
Mhm.
adjustments, or what did you kind of learn
Yeah.
from those experiences?
Hell yeah, man. I made a lot of mental adjustments. I feel like, I was at the stage where, I'm 17, 18, 19. All this stuff happens when I'm like 19, 20 years old. You feel me? and I'm in a point in my life where I'm not getting paid a lot from boxing. I'm frustrated. I don't feel like I'm being appreciated enough as a talent that I am. You feel me? And like I kind of just start. I ain't gonna say fucking off from boxing, but kind of just like kind of pushing it to the back burner. It's like it's whatever. They don't value me, so I'm gonna just work on my shit, but I'm gonna just focus on elsewhere. The draw is kind of what helped change my brain a little bit because when I got the draw to Verona at the time, he was ranked number 5 in the world, and I'm like, damn. If I was really locked in and really focused how I'm supposed to be, bro, I could have easily got the W this fight. Um, so it was one of those things where it's like, first thing I did, I had to change my environment. I was like, you gotta change your environment. You get what I'm trying to say? Start taking this shit more serious. And then from there I started taking boxing more serious. Like not looking too far ahead in the future. Like don't think about the world title yet. Cause if you think all the way too far in the future, you're gonna undermine the guys who you gotta face now. And you're gonna drain yourself out, because you can't worry about something 2, 3 years in advance when you're not even set up for tomorrow, bro. So just those little key adjustments, and just growing up and just learning more about myself as a man, bro. Shit like that really helped develop me to who I am today and the fighter I am today. Word,
No, real shit, real shit. And
word.
just being how you get moved, obviously, that's how we've been talking about the tough matchups you take and shit like that. But how do you
Mm,
kind of stay mentally focused with that? Because it's kind of like you got a dog coming up
yeah,
after every
yeah,
fight. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
sure, I'm not sure when you're getting back in the ring, but I'm sure it's another dog. You know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of stay
Yeah,
mentally locked in?
man, bro. Take it one fight at a time, bro. Take it one fight at a time. Don't, because you'll put yourself in a frenzy if you think about everybody that you gotta fight. Like, you take it one fight at a time, bro, and you just honing on your opponent. So each time I get an opponent, I just focus on him. Like everybody else is like a secondary. I focus on him. I look up fighters who fight like him from like back in the day, from current days. I'll just study his style and I'll study my style. You get what I'm trying to say? And I see where his style can affect me and make me weaker, or where I can exploit his style. You get what I'm trying to say? And we go from there. But it's one of those things to where it's just like, man, you gotta just stay sharp. You gotta pray a lot too. You get what I'm trying to say? Like shit like that. It really do help. It help you keep focus. Oh yeah.
And I was going to ask you, do you feel any pressure just in life in general being signed to probably the biggest promotional boxing company in the world to like live up to expectations, kind of?
I mean, yeah, you gotta feel pressure, but it's not a bad thing though. It's a good thing. You feel me? Because like when I get put in those situations, like I'm not gonna lie, it's almost like well, it's like the bro, it's do or die time, bro. It's him or you. You get what I'm trying to say? It's him or you, your family versus his, bro. Winner moves on, the winner stays at this level or gets kicked off the label, bro. So
Or,
word, so it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, yo, bro. I know what it's like when you don't got boxing money coming in. You get what I'm trying to say? It don't make no sense. You much rather have that boxing money coming in. So you feel me? The pressure is good. It's good. It motivates you. Or
No, real shit. And when do you plan on getting back in the ring? We know that was
I'm
just in
yeah.
the end
Yeah.
of June. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
hell
But
yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, honestly, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I talked to my promoters and stuff. I told them I'm ready for the fall. I've already got back in the gym, and I started working on my flaws. As soon as the fight's over, I started thinking about my flaws and stuff. And then give me like 2, 3 weeks. I got back in the gym and I started working on them. And the next one up, man. You're only good as your last performance. So until we get that world championship belt, every all the wins are gonna be good. But once we get the championship belt, then it's gonna be like, all right, then we can worry about what's next.
no, for sure,
Or
for sure.
talk about your mean streak that you got in the ring. Was that kind of developed naturally, or did somebody teach you that growing up?
nah, it's kind of like a mixture of both. You of course you got the natural part of it where it's just that's just who you are. Yeah, it's a part. It's like a part of like where you are as a person. That's been in me since I was a kid. Yeah. So that part of it is definitely like who I am. But then you got the part where you learn and when you watching other fighters, other great fighters, you learn the mental things that they put themselves through to prepare themselves for the fight or to antagonize their opponent, however they go about it. So But most of it is just it's just a human instinct. It's just yo, you gonna fight or not, bro? Word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
honestly, not real
And
shit
I
though.
Yeah.
uh and I gotta ask you, being from Philadelphia,
Oh yeah.
how's that work from Boots Ennis? Is
Yeah.
he as good as people say he is? Is he as good as I think he is? When
Yeah.
you actually in the ring
Hell
with
yeah. Nah, for sure, for sure. Boy, Boots is special for sure, you know. And you don't get to like the points where he's at, bro. Like you don't get there, Bobby. I don't care how they move you, who they put you in with tomato cans, they put you in with all that stuff, bro. Bro, you don't get to the point that Boots is at by not being a special fighter. You get what I'm trying to say? And being in the ring with him first hand too, that he's definitely a special fighter. Word.
No, yeah. We always gotta ask guys just when they be in there with high level guys, and it's actually like
Yeah.
a little bit of this question, just who you've been kind of working with in camp to just kind of push you to your limits. Obviously, we know Boots give you some good work,
Yeah.
but anybody just that may just push you to your limits in your recent camps.
Nah, keep it a buck. It was really Boots. Like I was sparring Boots was that step from my brinks. I'm like, okay, like he's the best guy in the world at like this division. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yo, you go in there with him, and then you go see where you last from there. And you know, it showed me like, yo, I belong amongst the best in the world, amongst the elite. And like, you know, of course you still got more to learn. You're not done. But it shows you that you belong though. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Word, hell yeah.
do I always say it's kind of high risk when you go spar somebody that's like in or around your weight class or age.
Yeah.
Do you think about that when you go to spar just anybody that's around your weight class or age, saying like I
Yeah.
might show them something that and I might have to fight them in the future and I'm giving them a chance
Yeah.
to look at me?
Yeah, I understand that point of view, but for me, I'd be like, bro, like, you know, there's nothing you can do anyway. Like, once I know I got you, like, especially if I spar you and I'm hitting you with something, bro. All right, how I think about it is, even if you counter this, there's only one counter or two counters you could potentially do to beat me, basically. So, say I'm beating you with a jab, I'm beating you with a jab, and I'm pushing you back. The only adjustments you may try to make is, hey, we need to try to push him back, or hey, we need to try to get around his jab. And I'm looking out for that. So once I spar you, it low-key gives me confidence to say, okay, I've been in the ring with him before, so I could kind of gauge what's going on, you know? Gauge his demeanor, his mindset. Even if he's not going hard in sparring, you still gonna learn about how he think, his little mannerisms, certain things about him you can't change. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Right.
You signed with Jay Prince, if I'm not mistaken.
I was signed with Jay Prince. We not signed with Jay no more, you know. But we still got love with Jay and them. You know, it's my people's on the age, but you know,
And I was gonna ask you, how did the top rank opportunity come about when you first turned
yeah,
pro? Who hit you up? Who hit your dad up? Or who hit anybody
yeah.
up to let you know they was
It,
interested in you to begin with?
it was Jay Prince and Mike Prince and them. They got in contact with my people's my coach and my dad, and then we went out to Houston and we sparred Shakur. I sparred Shakur in front of Jay Prince when I'm like 17. And after the sparring, you know, that's when I was smaller though. I was probably like a buck 40 at the time. And you know, Jay Prince was told my pop straight like, "Yo, your son is special. I want to sign him. Let's do it." You feel me? I took a couple of the meetings. Jay said, "Yo, I could get you on top rank and get you a fight." This was COVID, so fights was hard to get. He said, "I
Hmm.
can get you a fight and get you on top rank. You down?" I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah." So we flew to Houston. We got the paperwork done. Word, and
That's
I was on
real
top
shit.
ranks. Yeah,
That's real shit, especially only after one day of work. He know, like, I know he got the goods. We just need to make the
Yeah,
right calls.
yeah.
hell yeah. That was a good
Especially as far
vibe.
as the core, like he put you, he ain't
Yeah,
even give you no, he ain't put you
No, he
in
threw
nah.
you in there with the top dog.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, words. I was like, fuck it, word. You know, when I was 17, like when I went down to Houston sparring, bro, I even have a working phone, gang, like shit like that. I was just, you know, and then, you know, just opportunities like that, you know, I'm very grateful for, bro, you know? Or
No, that's damn near like a movie setup damn there. Like you gotta spar the
yeah,
best guy in the world to get a contract. You know what I mean? That's like
bro, I'm in the middle of doing some dumb shit. I just get a call from my dad, like, yo, we going to Houston tomorrow. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. He said, yeah, you gotta sponsor core. I'm like, damn. Okay.
that's funny as hell,
Or
dog.
Like, and I know it
yeah,
put pressure on me that I got to spar in front of Jay Prince. Like, it's like he's gonna
yeah,
determine if he don't do or don't sign.
yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
No, literally, bro. Literally, you know already. So it's just like in my brain, I'm just like, bro. Shit, bro. It's everything you work for, bro. You feel me? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, no matter what, bro, you can't go home without it, bro. Like, you like, that's how I be feeling, like, bro. No matter which way this goes, you can't go home without this, bro.
No,
Word.
fact. Shakur
Yes.
got it, man. We about to be in there with Shakur ass today.
Yeah, hell yeah. And after that spawn session, that we had a really competitive spawn session and we were popping mad shit. Like, we were talking a lot of trash back and forth. And then, this is my first time ever meeting Shakur too. But after that, like them boys showed me respect and them boys showed me love. I got to go to his training camps and stuff like that. I got to train with him and his family, like throughout the years and stuff. And I learned a lot from those guys, man. Word.
No, and I actually heard about you being in the camp for Tio, right?
Yeah, yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
How has that kind of
Nah,
motivated you,
nah.
or you know what I mean? Just kind of gave you a little
Yeah,
bit of yeah, again, just
yeah,
motivation to want to get in those type of training camps or be in those
yeah.
those type of situations yourself.
Well, bro, I'll tell you one thing. Watching him train that camp, bro, you see a dude win a world championship. You see guys like, fight the Olympics, high levels fights, but a fight like Teal versus Shakur, that's like a legacy defining fight for him. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, how is he gonna prepare for a fight this where his whole reputation is on the line? Now, you get what I'm trying to say? He done won world championships, he done made the bread already. Now it's a matter of, okay, how do you rank amongst the greats? You know what I'm trying to say? And being able to see that firsthand and see how his team worked with him and see how he handled the moment, that shit showed me like, yeah, nah, like you could really use for me. Loki, it kind of helped prepare me for the fight that I had this year with the Cedeno kid. Kind of had like in my brain, like, like this is my like career defining fight. Am I mediocre? Am I somebody who they should take serious? You know what I'm trying to say? As of today, this is my career defining fight up until the next one. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Hey,
No
God.
word.
God.
Going back to your last fight, was there any pressure being that he is a top ranked fighter? So it's kind of like did you kind of feel like they might let go the loser or
But nah, yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Like, bro, would you believe me? Right before the fight, I want to say maybe like 2, 3 hours before the fight, I had some intel. Somebody straight told me, like, yo, Jahai, like, if you lose this fight, they're kicking you off the label, bro. So, I mean, and that's not new to me. That's already been something that I've experienced before, and it doesn't really scare me because I had to win anyway. You get what I'm trying to say? It's one of those things where it's like, bro, you guys it just gives me more incentives to win. It's like, yo, y'all niggas really think I'm gonna lose? Like, bro, bugging.
yeah? Because
No.
I remember when
Yeah,
Troy Isley fought I think his name was Xavier Martinez. They
yeah,
both signed and the loser straight got cut. So
yeah, yeah. Nah,
I'm
yeah.
sure you guys feel more pressure when you actually fighting somebody that's on your stable.
Nah, hell yeah. Yeah,
No.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
man.
When you fighting guys that's on your stable, it definitely it's good though because it's like you weeding out the competition. You get what I'm trying to say? And
Yeah,
the thing is, too, a lot of guys expecting me to lose because of his power and everything, which is understandable. But it's like I just want to keep proving myself that I'm one of the best fighters in the game. Like I feel like and I used to give myself a lot of I used to have, how can I say, like low self esteem and like not believe in myself. I used to be like, yo, if I got the better of somebody, I used to be shit. Maybe he had a bad day, or maybe today was my lucky day, or like like whatever happened. But it got to a point, bro, where I started realizing, bro, I'm a generational talent, bro. Like you feel me? Like I'm not like a normal fighter, bro. And as time goes on, the more I'll get a chance to prove it, and just keep stepping up in moments and win a belt and do what I'm supposed to do. But a lot of guys be down on me, bro, and I just be like, fuck it, bet the money line.
No, fact. Put it up.
Yeah, word.
now I was gonna say, when do you expect to get back in the ring? Has your team come back to you when the opponents or any dates if not opponents?
Keep it a buck with you, bro. A lot of guys, I haven't really been hearing anything in terms of the opponents. Like that's kind of where they're having an issue with, like finding the correct opponent. I told them I'm definitely down to do that Denzel Bentley fight or any fight to help me get closer to that Denzel Bentley fight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you know how it goes already. They told me November, December. Be on the lookout for that. So I'm already in the gym. I'm getting ready and we go from there.
Sean versus Devin Haney undercard.
Yo, you never know that would be a good one right there too. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
that's
Hey,
just
well,
that's
cause like you
just
know
definitely.
who y'all got for that fight.
Ooh, it's a tough one,
That's
dog.
that's
I
a
change up my answer every day, man. It's one of them fights, dog.
I'm
It's like sometimes I feel like Keyshawn be looking damn good, man. Like he really active, he aggressive fighter. But then Devin Sharp, then a motherfucker, dog. It's I don't know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Haney definitely more proven. One thing that got me scratching my head about the fight is
But he
Haney
was
is the proven fighter, but my eye test tell me that Keyshawn is a little bit more talented and a little bit more athletic than Devin Haney. The
mm,
question is now, is that enough to beat a Devin Haney?
to
Because
beat that
Devin
hand,
Haney
yeah.
works very hard, got a lot of subtle
Yeah.
things to his game. He can
Oh
make you
yeah.
pay for being aggressive. And like I said, when Keyshawn say things like, I'm just not good at making weight, it could come off that you're not working as hard as the next man. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
when it's two elite fighters, I just feel like the little stuff could play in a factor when it's two elite fighters. Where
Very
maybe if
true.
the guy even a good fighter, or even a great fighter, if you elite, you probably your talent could probably overcome some things that you're not doing
Yeah.
against another elite fighter. You got to be all the way right.
Yeah, that's very true. The little small differences do make a difference.
Yeah, so it's
That's that
like,
leverage.
but that's a 50-50 fight though. Like he said, Ryan shit gonna change every
Yeah.
day. But off the
Hell
eye
yeah.
test, Keyshawn looked like the better fighter. Like he
Yeah.
looked he looked more complete off the eye test.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just the
But
eye
Haney
test.
sucked though. If you want my opinion, bro, I'm picking Keyshawn to stop you.
Damn.
Where my mother? I'm thinking he's trying to stop. I'm thinking he's trying to stop him. I think that he's a very small fighter. Has a great jab. I think that my son Keyshawn, he's a good hunter. Like he's a smart, aggressive fighter. He's not just gonna be aggressive, but he's also gonna come behind the jab, use feints, use little setup stuff like that, and he be attacking the body. So I feel like that's those are big factors.
And what I was telling my coach, another thing that got me worried about that fight is Devin Haney don't really throw three and fours together. Like he pop shot you with ones and twos. Mind you, the ones and
Yeah,
twos be sharp as hell. Like
yeah,
he's sharp enough to just do it like that. But
mhm,
against another athletic fighter who fast,
mhm,
who he might not be better than Haney on the outside, but
yeah,
he can
yeah,
compete there. Like if he out there, you're not
yeah.
gonna be doing whatever because he fast, got a
Yeah,
great jab.
yeah,
So
hell yeah,
that's the
hell yeah,
50-50 fight though for sure.
yeah. And I don't see Haney's like defense like so think of a Shakur to where hey, Shakur's defense is gonna be very kind of hard to hit him. We've seen Haney get hit up. Even that Lomachenko fight was low key suspect for him. You know, like I wasn't mad at the decision that they gave him. I feel like it was a close fight, but he did take a lot of damage that fight, and he took some damage with the Ryan Garcia fight. Obviously, um, so he's able to get hit. Linares rocked him back in the day. He's able to get hit, so I know his defense isn't a 99 overall. So like, I feel like Brian Norman, when he fought Brian Norman, he was a much better boxer than Brian Norman. And Norman was trying to knock him out, looking for the one shot, the big hook, the big right hand. He have no jab to his game to really, you feel me, follow behind the jab. And Haney capitalized. But a guy like Keyshawn, it's gonna be a definitely. I think Keyshawn will get him. Or
Nah, yeah, you can't even be mad at. I can't be
Yeah,
mad at
that's
any prediction nobody give right now. To be honest, bro, because I can see it going all kinds of ways.
nah, hell yeah, yo, nah. You know the fight that I think is really interesting? Ryan Garcia versus the Conor Ben dude.
no, I do too.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
do
Yeah,
that's a
too.
decent fight. I'm picking Ryan,
yeah,
but he can't bullshit. Now
yeah.
Connor coming.
Nah, Conor, yeah, that nigga is swinging. One thing about Conor that I fuck with, bro, like my son just be swinging. He just be swinging.
And another reason why that fight gonna be closer than people think, because a lot of people they're looking at Conor and they comparing him to the other elite fighters, and the
Yeah,
other elite fighters they got elite fundamentals to make the aggression of a Conor Ben look like he just making a million mistakes and make it look
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Ryan got the raw talent and speed and power, but he don't have the elite fundamentals and IQ to make an
Mm-mm.
aggressive fighter to make it super
Yeah,
easy to just make you miss
yeah,
all night. So it's like
yeah,
the Devin
yeah,
Haney's, the Shakurs, the Keyshaws, they just gonna make you miss. They gonna be making them. It's
yeah,
gonna be too many mistakes. They gonna make it look easy.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Jay too smart.
yeah,
Ryan is as talented as those guys, but
yeah,
his
yeah.
IQ and fundamentals is what's gonna make the fight not as easy as people think. Because you need fundamentals and a high IQ to make that style look easy.
Nah, for sure. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I feel like you said, Ryan got the talent. He got like the physical gifts, but like he's not very a good defensive fighter per se. Especially if you do that shit where he like turn his back. You know how he be
Yeah,
Oh
doing
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
that
freak.
shoulder roll, man.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
That's another thing. He don't like the
yeah,
pressure when you
yeah,
get to him. He get like that. Like that fight gonna be
yeah.
real.
It's gonna be a tough fight for him. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all think about popping out to that, John? It's in Vegas.
When is that?
September 12th.
Oh no, no, that's my mama birthday. I ain't going.
Okay, okay, okay. Happy birthday, still.
I know
Word.
I'm we definitely gonna pop out to the I'm trying to pop out to like the first fight of 2027, like the first fight in
Yeah.
Vegas. First
Hell yeah,
Vegas
hell yeah.
one.
Cause I probably try to go to Clarissa shit this in August. So I probably try to go down to Atlanta for her shit.
Who close the shit's playing?
Some girl named Kay Scott. It's for her titles though. It's for whoever the Scott girl is. It's for a
Oh,
unified
oh,
championship.
she got titles, the Scott girl.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Clarissa the challenger.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. But she
Yeah.
ah,
going down three
Uh
weight classes though.
two weight classes,
Three.
three. Oh shit, she's wilding. Fuck it
yeah.
though. She
Hopefully
pull it off. She's like that.
No, real shit.
no, yeah,
And I think
Clarissa.
she gonna pull it off too. So shit.
Yeah, she the best I ever seen, man. When it comes to females.
Yeah,
And I ain't gonna say I ain't seen nobody close because I don't want to disrespect the Amanda Serranos and Katie Taylors and things like that.
yeah,
But I ain't gonna lie, like I just wouldn't pick nobody to beat
yeah.
her. Like
To be her.
I wouldn't even think about it. Like even if everybody was the same weight, I'm talking about her
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
She just would be too hard to deal with.
I agree with you, gang. Because like, think about it. Who in boxing history, gang? Like obviously we got Terence Crawford now, but she was getting these two division undisputed, three division undisputed before T Bud.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
nah, like that's low key different. Of course, she's a woman and stuff, but it's not like the 80s or the 90s where women boxing ain't like that. Like where this is like where girls is getting it on. They really be getting it on. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, and that's
Nah,
what
yeah.
I was trying to tell people when the Layla Ali and Clarissa thing was coming out. No disrespect to Layla Ali, but I was trying to tell
Yeah,
people like Clarissa run through a prime Layla Ali, like
yeah,
not the Layla
yeah,
Ali that's right now. So I'm like,
yeah,
y'all don't understand. Like y'all trying to make this
yeah,
fight at watch this girl 45. Like it's gonna get real. Like I think it would get
yeah.
bad if she
It'll
was
get bad.
25. So y'all trying to
Yeah,
put her in the ring at 45. Like Clarissa not a
yeah.
Jake Paul where you could just play like it's
Terrible.
like you gonna really get her bad trying to do stuff like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. And that's the game where they gonna try to make the bread off of the older legends and stuff like that. Because Layla was good for her time period and what was going on, but like you said, we never really seen a woman boxer like Clarissa Shields before. But and they just trying to make the money. So
Yeah.
it's like to whereas and you never know Clarissa, you never know because fighters are fighters. Fighters are fighters. So Clarissa might get hit and like just like her flip might just switch. Her switch might just flip and just that would just be that. You she'll just go crazy. Or she might just say, yo, I ain't gonna hurt the old lady right now. I'm gonna just take my time and like we gonna get this money and we gonna have a good day. You feel me?
Listen, you know how when they ex Boots, when they say like, "What you gonna do?" He said, "I'm gonna do whatever I want." She can do whatever she want if she get in there. Like, it don't matter what she decides to do. She can do whatever she want once she get in there.
Hey,
No,
nah,
Clarissa be
hell yeah.
tripping, man. Who
Dude,
you
like,
who
Nah,
you
yeah.
liking that Roach Williams Zapata this weekend?
As this weekend, oh shit. I gotta go. Shit, man, that's a good fight. I go Roach. I go Roach. Zapata gonna come with the volume. He gonna come with the good body shots, good volume, good body punching. I think Roach is a crafty dude. He been in there with some tough fights like Tank and what you call him,
Pitbull.
uh Pitbull. Yeah, he got like two good draws. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. I think that he lost that Pitbull fight last. I think he lost the last Pitbull fight. I wasn't mad at the draw, but I think the knockdown should have been like the little. You feel me?
Yeah.
Should have been the decision thing. But he was fighting though, and Zapata and him. I gotta give him the edge.
No,
No,
facts, man.
how you feel about the Tank fight? You feel like he should have won with or without the knockdown?
with the Tank fight, I think he won the Tank fight. I ain't gonna lie. I think that Tank. I wasn't mad at the draw, but I feel like if it was anybody else, they would have gave it to Lamont Roach. If it was anybody else, they would have gave it to Lamont. You
No,
know,
definitely.
Tank, of course, is he's the cash cow. They're not just gonna give him the L like that. But you know,
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
I just rewatched that fight like 3 days ago, man. Lamont was doing some shit in that fight, man.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
when
he
the
was.
coach, like when the coach be like, you mean you got to bring the best out of my fighter? You got to make him. When they be like, you ain't a fighter ain't bring it out of him yet. Like that's one thing I will give Tank. He made Lamont pull all his tools out, and Lamont was pulling all his tools out. He was doing some crafty shit in there. Like it was
That's
like,
a fact. I didn't know Lamont was next. I went down to his gym to spar before. I sparred one of his the younger guys at his gym, Ben Johnson at the time,
oh, that's a good
and
prospect. You know, that's
hell
good.
yeah, where I sparred Ben Johnson at the time, and I would see Lamont. I seen him around the gym and stuff like that. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't know he was like that though. Like when he fought Tank, he showed he was on a different level. I'm like, oh, all right, that's fire.
No,
Or
yeah. I think a lot of people was kind of thinking that same way prior to the Tank fight. They was all everybody
yeah,
was thinking knockout. They was like
yeah,
another Tank
yeah,
knockout. You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah. My boy put money on that fight. We was in Vegas. We was in Vegas at that fight too. My boy put bread on Tank for the knockout. Lost.
Yeah, I'm about
Tight.
to say yeah.
And it was crazy because it looked like it was playing out. I remember the sixth round. They said
Yeah.
they said Tank landed his highest amount of punches in the
Yeah.
sixth round, and they
Yeah.
said Tank just landed his highest amount of punches this fight in the
Yeah. In this
sixth
fight.
round. And the
Yeah.
commentator said it like as to say like it's going down
Oh,
the
it's
road
coming up. Yeah.
that we usually
We
go
usually
on.
see. Yeah. Like
And
don't
Lamont
blink.
turned that shit around. Like no, we not
Yeah.
about to. I'm gonna still be here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because usually that
Nah.
that
Hell
back
yeah.
half, that's what Tank get to doing
Hell
his
yeah.
thing.
Yo, another thing too. I noticed, bro. Like my last set of fights have been like 10 rounders, bro. I feel like if I got 12 rounds, I would at least hurt my opponents more if you gave me 12 rounds. So I got 10. The last fight, bro, Sedano didn't start backing up until the 10th round. Like he didn't. I didn't get him on his back foot until the 10th round. And I'm like, all right, cool, bro. If I had 11 and 12, I could have did something more, bro. That's the only thing I'd be missing.
You went crazy, like you put him on his back foot like the first minute of the first round. Though you let go
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
10 feet. You was on your David
yeah.
Benavidez type bag that first 60 seconds.
Nah, yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. When you watch all his fights, he likes to start early. He likes to throw them big shots at you early. So we like sizing each other up. I'm looking at him. I'm like, nah, I know he want to throw something big. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna just let it all. Fuck it.
Yeah,
And
just
that
That
let
was
it
shit
go.
that.
that got the crowd. Like I said, we was there. The crowd started going crazy when you just start
Yeah.
letting your hands go. And
Nah,
just
yeah, that
speaking
was
of the
good.
crowd, was that the biggest crowd that you fought in?
Hell yeah, for sure. For sure, the biggest try out 40. And like I said, man, when I grew up maybe like 15 minutes away from the Barclays Center, like when it was like just being built, I used to like see them just building the Barclays Center. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, bro, that whole everything that weekend, that day, it was very special to me, bro. It's something I'm never gonna forget, bro. Oh yeah.
No,
No,
me
hell
neither,
yeah.
man. Me
No,
neither.
effect
Oh
me
yeah.
either. Shit,
Nah,
that was my
please.
first time to New York, so I was like, this shit
Yeah,
lit. I was like, shit, I fuck with New York.
yeah.
Nah, hell yeah, bro.
That was my first time going to a big fight. Period.
Hell
Because I go
yeah.
to
Hell
I go
yeah.
to a bunch of local fights where it's like
Yeah.
200 people, 100 people, but that
Yeah.
was my first time to actually
Like
go to
an
prepare for big crowds and
yeah.
everything.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire.
And going
Yes,
back to the, I did want to ask about your defense too, because I just feel like you was
Mhm.
sharp, really sharp on defense in the
Yeah.
last fight. Was that like a point, like in camp?
Yeah, for sure. You find a guy with big puncher, you gotta try to be on point. I feel like there were points where my defense lapsed like, a little bit, or I feel like I was like, I kind of got into the fight a little bit too much. But whenever I decided in my mind to say, hey, I'm not gonna get hit, I definitely was able to accomplish that for this fight. It's just trying to like, make it better now, bro. That's it.
Yeah, because I feel
Oh
like you
yeah.
was kind of in that realm where you can kind of sit in front of a guy, but you can kind of, you know what I mean, kind of make a miss at the
Yeah.
same time, kind of thing.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hell
it's
yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
it's like you be taking like high risk, high reward. Like you be having
Yeah.
your hands down, and like I
Yeah.
know you can see it coming better
Yeah.
like that. But I'm like, damn, that shit lands though.
Nah, nah, yeah, I go front, definitely. Don't get me wrong, like, definitely is one of those things where it's like you just gotta just keep getting better, bro. And just pick your spots, pick your spots for sure, bro. Hell yeah.
And it just come with just being a black athletic gives
Yeah,
the fighter like everybody get in flow state. That's what's the name. That's how I feel like you get into, and then
yeah,
you kind of get
hell
into
yeah.
a flow. So it's like you comfortable in there anyway.
Hell yeah, I agree with you, bro. I definitely definitely try it. Once you get into the fight, things do start flowing together. You start knowing what you can and can't do,
Right.
depending on who you fighting. Word.
Or that's why I was telling my coach. I said if Devin Haney could beat Keyshawn Davis, beating two African American black fighters in a physical prime with power is a big thing for me. Because
Yes.
people, the big names, that they just don't pick out those fights. They just don't
Yeah.
willingly give those type of guys a
Yeah.
shot unless they come with all this money. So it's like beating the Keyshawn and Brian Norman, giving
Yeah.
two black athletic fighters who got
Yeah.
power, who knock people out in the
Hell
athletic
yeah.
prime. That's a
Yeah.
big thing if he
That's a
could beat
big
both
thing.
of
Yeah.
them.
And Haney's not a guy who you'd sleep on to think that he couldn't accomplish that. Like I said, he's very cerebral. And the jab is the most important punch in boxing, bro. So like niggas done base their whole career off just a jab, bro. You feel me? So like and like I said, he done been in some real fights already to where he know, hey, I'm just not even gonna get into with all that with you, bro. I'm gonna just stick my jab and move.
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
He
Hell yeah.
know, yeah, work for him. Why even get in that situation? Shit.
Yeah, like nigga, fuck you. That's when it's about fight. It's like fight on your own terms. Like, why would I fight you? If I know I have a better chance just beating you this way, why'd I go fight you for real? For real? I see.
What's the I was gonna ask you, what's the middle ground in that though? Because a lot of people, like, let's just say like the guy you just fought, a lot
Mhm.
of people will tell you to push him back because he want to be
Yeah,
the bully. But if you
yeah.
go out there and get knocked out, they'll be like, yo, why you ain't try to
And
box him?
boxing, yeah,
Then if you go out there and you box him and you lose, they're gonna be like, why you was trying to
and
box him? He
pushing
a
back.
bully, you gotta push
Hell
him
yeah,
back some. So
for
what's the
sure.
middle ground into to not do too much but not do too little?
Too well, pick your spots, bro. You feel me? I feel like my last fight was an example of that, where there was times where I was trying to push him back, and it was successful. I'd land my shots, but yo, he would get his shots back right back off. You feel me? And then, I'd stay in the exchange, and it would just be to gain a level of respect. So like yo, you're not gonna bully me. You're not gonna hurt me. Essentially, like I can hurt you just like how you can hurt me. And then once you get that respect amongst the two fighters and amongst your own self, once you know within your own self, yo, I'm able to stay here and bang with this guy if I wanted to. I did it already. It will make it a little bit easier. Like, okay, cool. Let me just pop my jab. Yeah,
Uh,
hell yeah.
Cause that's what everybody was talking about with the Haney fight. Everybody was like, "Damn, why you just go out here and just press the power puncher in Ryan Garcia?"
Yeah,
But it's like some coaches will tell you that's what you like. You
that's
can't just
supposed to
back
do.
up against the power
Yeah.
puncher all night because you gonna have a feeling like Michael Myers chasing you all
No,
night.
no,
So
yeah, literally.
so it's like it'd be a
Literally.
hard thing. It's like a fighter get knocked out. They're like, "Damn, why you ain't boxing?" When you
Yeah.
box him and lose, they're like,
Yeah.
"That's because you was bitching the whole time. You're supposed to press him a
Yeah,
little
you supposed to
bit."
go push him. Yeah, because that's very true. Because you could be boxing him, outboxing him, and winning the fight, but if you visibly look scared or visibly look like I ain't even trying to get hit, the fighters pick up on that. He gonna say to himself, yo, okay, he just waiting. He just like, all right, wait till I catch this nigga. Wait till I catch him like in a position to where he can't go nowhere. You feel me? Um, and that's that, man. I mean, it's a balance, and a lot of it too. You can't be scared to get hit because you get hit, you want to be able to know. Like some dudes, they'll be fighting you, they'll try to push you back, but if they get hit, then they're like, oh shit, and they gotta revamp their whole thing. Like, hey, I can't do that again. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But some guys they box and they on their back foot and they get hit. They're like, damn, so I didn't want. They're like, damn.
No, yeah, and
They really be like that
honestly,
though.
Hell
that's
yeah,
when you find out the most about a fighter is when they
yeah,
get hurt. Because usually you'll
yeah,
find out if a fighter is gunshot because they'll show you right away. So like
yes,
that fight, you got hurt, and you tried to knock him out every round
yeah.
after. So it's
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
let me. That's why it made me a big fan because it let me know right away like you didn't overthink it like at all. Like you went
yeah.
right back
Hell
out
yeah.
there as if nothing happened.
Hell yeah,
So
bro. And going into that fight too, like, bro, I was sparring. My first sparring session for that training camp, I sparred some Russian dude. He was another Russian guy, like a carbon copy of this guy. And I outboxed him, but I never forget, like, I'm making him miss and all this shit, but yo, he's swinging, gang. Like, he's really trying to take my head off in the sparring session. I think to myself, like, yo, if I fight this guy who I'm fighting like that, I gotta be perfect for 8 rounds, 10 rounds. You get what I'm trying to say? I gotta be like on point. Cause this dude is really crushing shit. So I was like, yo, I feel like your best option, maybe to just push him, put him on his back foot. I was in there, I got hit, but I was expecting that going into the fight type of thing. You know, funny, I didn't even think like when I got hit, keep it a buck, it didn't feel like how it looked. Like when I seen it on camera, I'm like,
No,
damn, nigga.
I believe I was. You know, it's crazy that you say that. I was about to ask you. It looked like you
Yeah,
was hair up here. Like it looked like you was
yeah,
mentally cool. It like your body just
yeah.
was like, hold on, like.
But bro, my body was on the. You know when they say your body doing some whole other shit, and like, bro, that is so true. That really happened, bro. Bro, when I got hit, bro, I just remember like I seen like a white, and then I heard the crowd, and I opened my eyes, but I didn't feel my body doing all that like that, like I'm about to go down type shit. I just opened my eyes, I just see he's swinging, bro, he's swinging and shit on me. I'm like, oh nah. So I'm like, yeah, let me just grab this nigga.
That was crazy.
Hell yeah. But some just told me, yo, don't punch him right now. Just let's play defense right now.
Yeah, fuck that. We can't catch another one of them right now. At least you feel me.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
nah, yeah. Let's chill. Let's chill.
yeah. Because I seen an interview with Shushu talking about the night he won the title in New York.
Yeah,
And he was saying like when he got hit with the shot, he said I was cool, but then when I went to go step to him, like my legs was a little shaky, and he like his body
yeah,
was working without him, like he was fine mentally.
yeah,
I'm all the way
yeah,
there up top, just my
yeah.
legs not there. They not on the same page right now.
Yeah, your body generally just feels weaker. Like when I like in the time, I feel like if I throw a punch right now, it's not gonna be of any effect, and it's gonna open me up for something way worse. Word. So yeah, I was just like, nah, don't even do that. But the main thing now was like, I mean, shit. I'm really fine whoever top rank say to fight at this point, bro. If they tell me, yo, we got the world title for you, bro, I'm ready. If they tell me, yo, we got this journeyman for you, I'm ready, bro. But I just don't want to be honest with you, I feel like I'm at the point where I don't want to take no more fights that don't mean nothing, you know?
No,
Because
yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of these fights would be way more like legendary if there were like belts involved or like championships involved, you know, more money involved. It'd be a lot more like worth more basically.
yeah.
So,
You already built your career off this shit now anyway, so shit.
yeah, words was like, don't get me wrong, I'm down to bro. I'm so ready to make what these fights happen, bro. It's just now it's like everything gotta align now, bro. Like what? I'm 23 now, bro, and keep it a buck. You gonna have to fight. You gonna have to fight niggas for the next 5, 10 years. Your main up may not have even been born yet. Like think about Canelo and Floyd. When Canelo fought Floyd, Canelo was 23, Floyd was like 38, 37. So like your main op may not have even been born yet, or he like in the third grade or some shit. Like, you
No,
know.
no bullshit.
No,
No,
real
no
shit.
bullshit though.
That's
Word. So
funny
it's
as
like,
hell.
wait, you gotta just shit. Just it's a long game basically. So you don't want to burn yourself out now fighting all these guys when you got way more money to make down the line, way more fights to make.
You
No,
just
hell yeah.
you say that just made me think of a question though. Is there anybody that you see as your main op now? I don't mean literally as an op, but
Nah,
someone
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
like like Max Kellerman like to say, like
yeah,
when the era is done, you got two fighters. You know, you got
yeah,
Ali Frazier, you got
yeah,
Floyd Pacquiao, Shakur
yeah,
Tink. Do you have
yeah.
anybody that you see like when it's all
Like
said
that
and
right
done,
now.
it's gonna be me and him?
At 160, bro, right now, I don't really I gotta watch it a little bit more, see how it play out. Because like I said, the it's been kind of for the last year, the belts have been kind of like on hold because of the whole situation with Janet Beck and stuff. Adames is moving up, of course. Laura, he's been in place, so nobody has really had the opportunity per se to show that they that dude. You feel me? I mean, I was fortunate enough to fight. I fought Truck and I fought the Sedano kid. Like that helped my case. Like, all right, cool. But I don't think there's nobody yet to say, yo, these two guys are for sure the two surefire best, and we got to make this shit happen. Like
Word.
Uh,
like Spence and Crawford.
Yeah, the three in my head at
Yeah.
160 is Yo Yo,
Yeah.
you, and Troy Isley. I
Okay.
feel like I
Yeah.
feel like whoever going to be the best at 160. If I had to put
Yeah.
my money on it, it'd probably
It's
be
one of us three.
out one of y'all three.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Hell yeah. And yeah, bro, and like make no mistakes about it, bro. Those situations will come up, bro. You feel me? And like, yo, man, and time's gonna tell, bro. You know, just being ready for those fights. And yeah, just making quick work of him, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Figuring out a way to show the gap in between us.
Nah, facts.
Hey,
My
yeah,
God,
man.
Jahi Tucker, bro. I appreciate you for hopping on, bro. Let the people know where they can find you at.
Yo, follow me at who is_Jahi Tucker on Instagram. Who is Jahi Tucker 2 times on TikTok, and Ticket Boy Tag over on Twitch. Make sure y'all boys follow up.
My God, bro. Jahi Tucker, bro. He'll be back soon, probably in the fall, man. Make sure y'all looking out for his next fight date. My God, appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you guys, man. Love.
Yes,